There's a lot of outside money in this Alabama race. I guess that isn't too shocking. The fallout depends on how it goes right now. Fox News political analyst Gianno Caldwell joins us, former Ohio State Senator Capri Cafaro. Capri, to you first. I mean, how important is it? The Democratic Party sent some of its best and brightest and biggest to close the deal on this. And a lot of ads coming from the Democratic National Committee to push Jones. What do you make of it?
I mean, obviously, it's an opportunity for Democrats, the first time in 25 years to potentially pick up a seat in Alabama. But as we all know, it really would change the balance in the United States Senate, making it that much more narrow and in the chamber and increasing the odds of the Democrats stalling the Republican agenda. So obviously, it's very important here. But guess what? Money doesn't win elections. It's how you invest that money. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
You know, John, it's all about bringing out your base, your rabid base, those in Alabama who are ticked off about being lectured to by anyone who might go for more. The African-American vote, to bring that out for Jones, assuming it all follows that monolithic sort of, emphasis. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I think that there's been a coalescence of forces, and I think that the Hollywood elites certainly have been calling on African Americans to wake up and go out and vote on behalf of Jones. And I think that even the media, with millions of dollars, which we haven't mentioned, millions of dollars of negative ads, and Republicans have helped this. Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell have said that they don't believe Moore, and they don't think that he should be in this race. This has made it an incredibly difficult race, and changed polling from our very own poll showing that Jones has a 10-point advantage in this. And what's even deeper, if we extrapolate the data, 6-point advantage, or rather spread, when it comes to people believing the allegations against Moore. And it was about even just last month. So this has become an incredibly difficult race. And if Moore actually pulls this off, this would be an upset for the ages.
It would be one that would change the way we think it traditionally the South. But I wonder if it's a one-and-done deal. If it were to flip Democrat, obviously the seat would be completing Jeff Sessions' old seat. That would continue through 2020. Then all bets are off. What is your thinking on that, Capri, and that the role outside money could be in other Southern contests that used to look unwinnable?
I think this is very unique because of the nature of Roy Moore as a candidate, and the controversy that surrounds him, and the national nature that it has taken over the last several weeks and months. So I don't think that this is going to be indicative of anything in future races in the South. So it really is down to, again, as you mentioned, Neil, this seat is just basically the unexpired term of now Attorney General Jeff Sessions. So if the Democrat gets it, they probably will only have it for whatever the balance of the term, which I believe is 2020, and it's more likely than not that the Republicans will take it back. But it's long enough to stall the Republican agenda.
Much has been focused on that African-American vote. Each side bring out its base that it would be 97 to 98% Democrat. Do you buy that, Gianno?
That would be very difficult. I think the only way that we saw that level of excitement and enthusiasm when it comes to African Americans coming out to vote in a race like this is if President Obama was on the ticket. That's when we saw very, very, very high numbers. This, I think there's going to be more that comes out than what it was in the 2016 election. But will this be the game changer? Possibly, but not 100%. This is going to come down to turnout, as we know, core members of the base for Roy Moore and also Doug Jones.
Guys, I want to thank you both very, very much. Some fast-moving developments we're hearing on the tax front here, just as we thought. They're doing some wheeling and dealing.